Welcome to the Man Whore Podcast.
Hey, what's going on, teases, twinks, and salad tossers? This is Billy Procida, and you are listening to the Man Whore Podcast. What's going on, my lovely fan whores? Yes, fan whores. I told you guys, it sounds good. I like it. I think it could stick. I'm hearing positive feedback so far. Still open to suggestions, but hey, it's kind of like Mark Maron's "What the Fuckers." Hey, I'll say all sorts of shit up top, so feel free to send in requests. Hey, everybody, how are you today? I'm a little stuffy. I'm not sick because, hey, listen, I don't get sick. I'm stuffy. If I say that I'm sick, then it means I'm sick, and then it means I have to go to a doctor. Fuck that. Who has time to be sick anymore? I get majorly sick maybe once a year, and I think it's way too early in this new year to already use up that token. So I'm not sick. I'm stuffy. So other than that, I'm doing quite well. Thank you. I want to say very much for the cookies, Mary. One fantastic listener mailed me and my roommates cookies that she made at home. My roommates ate maybe 2 of them, and then I ate the rest. So thank you for that. They were lovely. They were in little hearts, little heart-shaped ones. And she left a note with, by the way, impeccable handwriting. Absurdly good handwriting. Said, because a man whore cannot live on whiskey alone. That is correct. So thank you very much for the cookies, Mary. I've also been getting postcards, emails, tweets, all sorts of awesome things. So thank you, everybody, again, for all your outpouring of love. I love that you guys tune in every week or every other week and then cram it all in, if that's your style. I love that. So thank you again. It makes me feel like I'm doing something right, And that's just warms my heart. Oh, so very much. Show dates, everybody. I got some show dates. I mean, first off, this one's not a show, but if you do happen to go to the Fashion Institute of Technology here in New York City, FIT, or if you know somebody who goes to FIT, I will be at the Condom Bar and Lounge event next Thursday, February 12th in Kaufman Hall. I'll be there from 9 to 11 p.m. I'm going to have my own table and everything. And there's also going to be like a lot of free condoms, HIV testing. I think someone's going to do some singing. I'm going to have a lot of the Man Whore Podcast condoms. I might even have a microphone with me. Haven't decided yet, but I'll be there. So if anybody wants to come say hi to the whore, come on over to Kaufman Hall at FIT next week. But Billy, I want to see you do the stand-up thing. Oh, well, I've got dates for you to do that. We can do that. Accomplish this. See, in New York City on Friday, March 6th, I will be doing the Naked Comedy Show. Oh, yeah. Really fun show. I'm going to be in New York City on March 6th at midnight over at the Creek and the Cave in Long Island City, Queens. I said Queens, but New York City folk. It's the first stop on the 7 train. It's barely Queens, okay? Come out to that. It'll be great. Tickets are just $12. This part's important. This event will sell out. I promise you. Every time they do it, it will sell out. They only have 60 tickets. So if you want to buy a ticket for the Naked Comedy Show, you got to go to Brown Paper Tickets and you search Naked Comedy Show. It's the only thing that comes up. I'll also include a link to buy a ticket in the show notes, so you can just go ahead and click in there. Okay, tickets are $12. It's going to be a really good time. Also, I'm going to be out in Grand Rapids, Michigan. What? Billy, why? Yeah, I'm in Grand Rapids, Michigan at Gilda's Laugh Fest. Okay, I'm going to be on some of the periphery. I'm going to go with that. That's the word I'm picking. Going to gamble. I'm going to be on some of the periphery shows, the community showcases. I'm going to be at Pyramid Scheme on Wednesday, March 11th at 9:30 p.m. And then McFadden's on Thursday, March 12th at 10 p.m. in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So if you're out there, come on by. There also may or may not be Chicago dates. We're working on that to see if that works out around then. Since it's so close to Grand Rapids. So if you know but anybody who runs a comedy show out in Chicago, I'm just saying I'm going to already be there. So welcome, everybody, to the show. By the way, if you're unfamiliar with this program, the Man Whore Podcast, a sex-positive quest for love, is the show where every week I, your host, Billy Presida, chat with women from my past, former hookups and failed relationships, and we talk about sex, dating, sexuality, gender, all those fun things. This week's guest is Emily, who I recorded with today. And before I did that, I went over and saw Into the Woods. Yeah, I did that alone by choice. I wasn't there. I wasn't being a predator, okay? I just like musicals, okay, everybody? Stop looking at me weird that I'm in the PG Disney movie by myself. Okay, maybe I just think Meryl Streep is fabulous and songs are pretty. So I saw that. It was just me and like 3 probably NYU chicks singing in front of me. And Jesus, listen, I've never seen the musical Into the Woods, but I did not realize it was so fucking rapey. Holy shit. The whole movie, like the whole B plot of Into the Woods is rape culture. That's the whole thing. All it is like metaphors for rape. Whole thing like starts with like the baker's father raped Meryl Streep the witch. But it's a Disney movie, so they can't say rape, so they just say, oh, he came into my garden and he stole my greens. I know what your greens are, okay? We know what they are. Mama told you to guard them. Yeah, you had a fun night fooling around, and now you lost your virginity. Gave your greens to the baker's dad. I get it. And then there's a big curse. Prince Charming chases Cinderella out of the ball. Now, to a little bit, that's to his defense, she's being a little misleading because she keeps going back each time. It's a little leading on, but Christ, the guy just is a little too aggressive, does not really respect space. Even when he marries her, still goes and makes advances on Emily Blunt. What the fuck? Has a little affair in the woods. Prince Charming, my ass. There's like a whole song called Agony where him and his brother, who's also a prince, who's trying to bang Rapunzel, they're just like getting upset that they can't seem to bang the women they want. Sounding like Wall Street dudes at the end of a night at the bar pissed off that women didn't want to fuck them. It's just one song of entitlement attitude. Holy shit. And don't even get me started on Johnny Depp the wolf taking out candy to lure the kid away. Holy Disney made this? This was a PG movie. Fuck. And now this is Into the Woods is Stephen Sondheim, and from what I hear, he's aware of what's going on. Disney had to know what's going on in this movie. I mean, what's funny is Disney just went ahead and was like, rape, we can disguise that. We can disguise that pesky thing. We've been doing it for years in our movies. Why let it stop us now? The only way that movie could have been rapier is if just like Prince Charming and the wolf tied up Cinderella and then sang a duet of "Ooh, baby, it's cold outside." It's the only way. Now it's for me, it's like I'm seeing that in being hyper aware in like today's culture. We're really aware of those types of things if we're trying to be forward minded. A lot of people aren't. Okay, I'm sure there's plenty of fathers who may have taken their kids to that movie and was like, yeah, I see nothing wrong with that. What? Why does that bitch keep running away from him? He's a prince. Of course you want to bang him. Why wouldn't you? Shouldn't have worn that dress. There's guys like that in there. I get it. But I don't know. I'm watching it with more hyper-aware eyes. And I see it. So it's like, what's the message we catch from this? We get to see a prince who's not, by the way, it's not like the evil prince. This is Prince Charming. This is the prince. For all intents and purposes, seen in a positive light for most of Act 1. But now we've got kids going to now Disney gets a lot of flack for like creating these like unrealistic illusions, keeping typical gender roles in place, not really showing a lot of diversity. And I mean, hey, listen, Into the Woods, I think I saw one black guy and he was the prince's like servant. They didn't do such a good job this go around in a movie. they get a lot of flack for that type of shit, kind of being old-minded. So it's cool, so it's cool when we get to see a princess kind of either like be, like, for example, I love the movie Brave. I don't know if that was Disney or not, but Brave was great because we got a woman, like she's not like trying to be a pretty princess. She's just like, I just want to go shoot arrows, okay? I want to be just want to go out and have some fun and get dirty. Love that shit, right? Not that like a woman can't want to be a princess. You just want to know that there's options. So now we got a Disney movie where kids are going to go see, and like, yeah, they see people kind of want to be a princess. You got some people showing that they don't want to be a princess. And what's cool this time around, because that's normally where it is, it's about the whole, like, well, is she trying to be a princess or not? But, we're finally getting to see a prince who's not like the evil character, yet at the same time, kind of a douche. So I'm hoping that there are kids out there, especially young women, seeing this movie and kind of get in the back of their head, oh, yeah, the prince is really pretty, but it doesn't mean, just because he's a prince doesn't mean I need to be with him. So now maybe I do want to end up with the baker. Which is cool, because James Corden is kind of like a tubbier dude. He's kind of more of an average body type. And since he's the one getting it with Emily Blunt and Anna Kendrick, what? Maybe it's like, yeah, no, let's give that tubbier guy in math class a chance. He might have a really good personality. Maybe he just needs to be pushed along an adventure to gain courage. So I don't know, man. Into the Woods, that was a surprise. I went on quite the Twitter rant. If you go over to my Twitter, @TheBillyPresida, you will see quite a many tweet from yesterday's viewing. That was interesting. Guys, speaking of Twitter, this is really important to me. Every week I work really hard on the show. I've got no producer, no studio, no intern, no co-producer. It's just me and my mics and my ladies and the occasional male. Just me. And I produce the show every week. I make sure to get you guys an episode, a really quality, awesome piece of content every week for free. I don't ask for things. I don't require email addresses and logins and things. I'm just like, hey guys, I got this thing. I think you'll enjoy it. Tune in. And for the most part, it seems like people are digging it. People like it. And there's a lot of you out there. And that's why the little bit of recognition, the little bit of vanity I want from this, just a step above cookies. Cookies are great. But I am trying to get myself nominated for a Shorty Award. Shorty Award, what are those? They're like the Oscars, but for like Twitter and social media. And I'm actually in a very good running for the Best Podcast Shorty Award. So this isn't me just like saying, oh, guys, come on over and vote for me. This is like, if you actually all do come on over, I'm going to take this thing. I'm right now, as I'm looking at it, I'm in 5th place. The top 3 will get public nominations. And you know what? I'm going to get nominated. I know this. Why? Because you people are going to do that. In exchange for this show I put out there, if you have an active Twitter account, okay, you will do this very, very short favor for me. Because it would mean a whole lot to me if I could, just to be nominated. I don't even think if you're nominated, I don't even think the final winner is decided by the public. I think it is actually decided by the board, the academy, if you will. But to get to go to that award ceremony and say, like, listen, out of all the podcasts out there, I'm doing a pretty good fucking job would really mean the world to me. And that's why I'm taking the time out of my show to tell you guys to please go to shortyawards.com. If you want a more direct way to do it, shortyawards.com/TheBillyPresida. You go to the categories, you go to podcast, and you put in my Twitter handle @TheBillyPresida. And all you got to do is type in a because. They basically give you a formatted tweet to do. And all you have to do is, after the word because, just type in a few words as to why you think my show deserves to be nominated for Best Podcast. And there's a lot of reasons. It's sex positive. It's body positive. The guy's vulnerable. The adjective I keep hearing from this one guy, which I love, is refreshing. You can say he has really pretty blue eyes. Any of those things, any of them would be great. The whole process, guys, takes about 30 seconds. Unless you got drunk or forget your Twitter password, then it might take a full minute. That's all you do. You go to it, type in your reason, click tweet your nomination, and that's it. It's 30 seconds of your time. That means a whole lot to me. If you're having trouble finding the website, go into the details of the description of this podcast episode, and you will find a link to click on. Or you can go to my Twitter at the Billy Procida, and at the very top, you're going to see links to the Shorty Awards website that will bring you right to the page. Like, this entire time I've been talking, you could have already nominated me 3 times. You can only nominate me once, but you know what I mean. And I will do this, guys. This I'm going to do. I'm going to offer to you. If you nominate me if I do get the public nomination for a Shorty Award, anyone who nominated me will get a free Man Whore Podcast condom. That's right, because I can see everyone who nominates me. I'm going to keep track. And I will offer a free condom to anyone who wants one who nominated me. And you guys want to talk facts? You want to talk numbers real briefly? If 10% of you nominate me, I'm automatically going to get nominated. Like, it's not even a question. I know what the numbers are. Okay, I know how far behind I am, and I know how many of you there are, and I'll blow it out of the ballpark. I'll blow it out of the fucking water. So let's show them what sex positivity is. Let's not make all the podcast nominees be a bunch of like YouTube gaming podcasts, okay? Let's bring some awareness in there. Go over to shortyawards.com, nominate me for Best Podcast at the Billy Procida. I love you all so much. Now, I'm going to shut my face on that. We've got a great episode with Emily. A surprisingly good episode. I didn't even know this was going to be a good one. I was able to get this one in under the wire. I haven't seen Emily in like 2.5 years. We met on a app website thing called Blender. I say website because I had to use the website because I still had a flip phone. Most people used the app. It was supposed to be like the Grindr for straight people. It was before Tinder, but it had a very specific purpose. It was supposed to be a hookup app where Tinder, leaves some ambiguity about what someone's intent is. I met 3 people. I met you episodes 14 and 15. I met Lee and Alexa through Blender, and I met Emily, and then I stopped. We slept together once. I showed up to her apartment. I'm about to hit the record button. She starts sobbing. And so I literally say, okay. She tells me why. And I say, okay, you ready to go on? She's like, let's do this. I hit record. And we get right into it, people. So be prepared for some emotion and some heavy shit right up front. Okay? Don't worry, I try to jut in some jokes here and there. But this was a really good episode. I didn't even expect it to be that great. And it ended up being awesome. So sit back, nominate me for a Shorty Award, and then tune in to Emily.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. No need to apologize. Okay, Emily, you all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do some deep breaths.
I'm really sorry.
I'm not entirely sure what you're sorry for, but I think we're about to get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a lot of emotion.
Yeah, that was a lot of emotion right there.
What was that about?
I never felt like I ever believed in women raping men before.
Okay.
But then in the past year, I met a man who had been raped, and the experience comparatively, I felt so horrible. And I have been thinking about that. So for you to reach out to me and contact me, it was like, oh, shit, I have to make myself uncomfortable. That's what my life is right now.
Okay.
Is like doing whatever I can to make myself uncomfortable.
Why do you want to make yourself uncomfortable?
Because I'm so sick of being comfortable and like just doing the same old shit and like being okay with not having serious conversations. Like, I just don't stand up for myself enough because it's so uncomfortable too. So I'm doing other things in my life before that make me uncomfortable, like performing, like a lot of performing and stuff like that. But to confront somebody like this too, like I've been wanting that.
You've been wanting to talk to me or just
No,
something in general?
And, like I didn't really realize until now, but yeah, like this.
Okay,
I
because
just didn't know that this is what it was going to be.
right. Well, because like right before I hit the record button, you kind of broke down.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to catch up.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to get into that, or do you want to
Go
be
ahead.
like you want to
Tell
just be
me
like,
what just
hey, what's been
happened."
going on for 2 years?
Tell me what just happened.
I don't know. You're the one who it just happened with. What? I mean, I say anything that's off limits. You say no. Like, is there anything you definitely want to talk about? And then you started getting really emotional. There's a little moment there, some teary eyes, and you got something off your chest. Do you want to go there, or do you?
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, that's what I want to talk about. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about it. Why don't you tell them I'm pointing to no one, but when I
Yeah.
point to nowhere, that's people I imagine are listening. Hopefully, it's more people than are on that that could fit on the couch. But I mean, yeah. You want to tell them what this it that I keep referring to is?
I feel like when we hooked up, we met up and I really wasn't that attracted to you, but I was so horny. I was just like, I'm just gonna get laid tonight, whatever, it's cool. But then like you were super sweet and shit and it was great. And you were like, no, I don't want to have sex. Like, I don't want to have sex the first time that like I've met you. Like, no. And I would just like was not taking no for an answer. And my past experience makes me feel like that is rape, and I feel horrible about that, but it feels good to say that to you. And like, this is so surreal right now that you're here, and telling this to everybody, not just you. That's kind of, I feel a weight has been lifted, and I want to know how you feel about that.
Well, that night, I when you bring that part up, it mildly reminds me of kind of how things went down. Because we went out for drinks. We were at the pit. I think we saw my friend's show. My friend Abigail.
Yes. She was so great.
She's so funny. I forget how, but like we ended up going back to my apartment in Bushwick.
Yep.
And then like we're in my bed, we're hooking up. You know, I had already cleared because I normally tell women before even the date, because unless I know that like that the sex is something I definitely want to do, I usually warn them like, hey, just an FYI, I don't fuck on first encounters. Like, I'm cool fooling around, but I just usually I like to make sure that's going to be a repeat thing. So we ended up at my place and we're fooling around, and we both had some drinks, and I remember you definitely wanted the bang.
Yep.
I probably said no at least once.
Yeah. I was definitely drunk. I was there.
Yeah. And you know, I remember, listen, let's just get this out of the way. I did eventually give consent. I may have begrudgingly done so, but I remember saying yes, okay, I put a condom on myself.
Yeah.
It's not like you just, I mean,
Yeah.
It's not like you just sat down on it and raped me. You didn't. That's happened before to me. But I wouldn't say you raped me. So if that's something that's been on your shoulders.
Yeah.
And I can see that because you look really upset about it.
I'm an emotional wreck.
It's okay. It's okay. Like I told you before, we've had criers. I've cried. You know, it happens.
Yeah, but I feel like there's no reason for me to be crying right now.
You felt like you did something wrong. I would hope. I mean, not that you are, but I would
No,
hope
but-
that most rapists out there would eventually break down and cry, realizing they raped somebody. Like, holy shit, I
hope
totally
so.
didn't even realize I raped that girl. I feel so bad, and I'm going to go cry in a corner and then tell them I'm sorry. all things that you did. And you didn't even rape me. But yet you did all those things, which are good. But, I mean, I feel like that's why, you know, that's a reason to cry is feeling remorse or shame.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
All right.
It's okay,
Cool.
you big crybaby. It's
Thanks.
fine. It's okay.
That was a crazy time
Yeah.
in my life.
Yeah. I mean, like, listen, did I want to have sex with you that night? No. But I did eventually say yes. I may, and listen, there's some people who would define rape or a sexual assault, and they would define it as, is that I don't believe in that. I believe if someone is being badgered and they eventually say yes, you said yes. You said yes. I also was not under any threat of physical violence, so I was not giving my consent for fear of personal harm. I just kind of, I feel like maybe I did it just to kind of shut you up. That could have been a thing. I mean, hey, listen, I was horny too. It's not like I had a flaccid cock going on. Like, we're fooling around. Things are going down. An ejaculation would have been nice.
It's always nice.
Yeah. I just did not want to do such inside your vagina. That's,
Yeah.
but you know, I said yes. Like I said, I don't go around being like I've been raped. I don't say that. I don't identify as such. As people our age love to just identify as things.
But people.
There's a difference between like just being that and identifying, and I'm annoyingly using the term identify now.
Yeah.
But
I don't like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
Well-
I don't think that people identify themselves as being raped.
What I'm trying to say is I am not identifying myself as that.
Okay, good.
Despite not for your situation, something else that happened years ago before you. It was the summer before my senior year of college. I was down by this club that's not there anymore called the Comedy Corner with a comedian, Alex, and we're like talking up some girls outside, and then you know Alex was going to do a set. So then we go downstairs. I'm watching Alex, and then I thought listen, I'm 21 years old at the time. I thought this was really smooth. I like wrote down my number, and then I saw the two girls, and I slipped my number onto their table as Alex and I were leaving the club. Cause I left the girl my number.
Smooth.
Yeah. She texted me. She was like, yeah. We met up. We were gonna go meet up for drinks. It's amazing how much a parka can hide. By the way, she did not look like the person I remember. She wasn't like ugly. She just was different than I remembered when she was all bundled up. Anyways, we meet for drinks. We're talking. She's an older lady. She's probably like 29 at the time. Which to me is older.
Yeah.
Because I'm 21.
8 years is.
If you could, when I'm 21, like if you can rent a car legally, you're old to me. It's really how that used to work. Now, not so much anymore. I can rent a car legally. But she invites me upstairs to her apartment. I told her, I explicitly remember this, leaving the bar. I'm saying, hey, just a heads up, if we go upstairs, we're not going to have sex tonight. All right. And she said, yeah, totally, whatever. I was like, no, but seriously, I know a lot of guys say like, oh, we're not going to fuck tonight, but you're totally going to bang. This is not that. She's like, no, totally, it's fine. So I go up to her place. We lounge around a little bit, do some kissing, kind of end up in her room, clothes are off, fooling around. We're all naked. Did I say we're naked? Yeah, we're naked. We're doing things. Mouths are going on places. Hands are in spots. And at one point, she takes my dick out of her mouth. And she's like, again, trying to say, like, I really want to fuck you. And I said, no. Not tonight. Got to come back for that one. And at one point, she just, she stopped blowing me. She's on top. And just kind of, in one real steady motion, dick out of the mouth, moves up to me, kisses me, and then just grabs my dick and sits right down on it.
Wow.
Raw, no condom.
No.
And I'm giving her like a what the fuck face because I kept saying no. It's like,
Right.
don't do that. Pause, cease, and desist. All of those words that mean stop. Did not do that. And she was like, now some guys would say, why don't you just push her off? This was a larger woman. This was not like an easy push off thing.
Oh, like the layers were really.
I mean, listen, she wasn't like
Not layers.
She wasn't like a humongous. She wasn't like morbidly obese, but you know, she had stature. We'll say, so, like for you know, she wasn't the type of girl who I could just easily kind of push off with one hand. If I was to shove this woman off, it was going to require force.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
Yeah.
She was probably about my height.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And still large. You know, she wasn't like my height and thin. So, you know, that's the place a guy is in. I'm not one of those men's rights. I'm those men's rights activist dudes who says like men have it so hard. As listen, like there are places we have it more difficult, but overall we have it pretty fucking sweet. But this is the type of situation a guy like me found himself in. Whereas if I'm going to get this woman to stop having sex with me against my will, I would have to shove her off with a lot of force. I do that. All it takes is for her to like go the wrong way off the bed or hit her head on something. And if she decides, if she's not the most stable of people, she calls the cops. Guess who's going in handcuffs?
Yeah, you don't know this woman.
Yeah, I don't know her. I've known her for a couple hours. You know, so if I were to do any sort of force, if it left any sort of mark on her, I'm fucked. I'm done, right? Because it, you know, yeah, it's gonna be he said, she said, but she's the one with a bruise. And who's gonna believe that a guy didn't want to fuck, right? It's like who's gonna believe that story? Sadly, not enough. So I just kind of like, yeah. Did I eventually say the word yes? Probably at some point. I'm just kind of. She's on top of me, so I'm basically just like waiting for me to come so we could be done. Never at one point does she like go over to get a condom. I don't think I had condoms on me. I just kind of like took it. Yeah, that's more rapey than what you did. You just kind of badgered me into a yes. She just literally took it into her own hand and went for it.
What?
So
I don't even know what to say though.
yeah. Now, do I identify myself as like a rape victim? No, I'm not scarred. I don't think of it often. I don't even, you know, I didn't like go home and feel dirty and cry. I didn't do any of those things that I'm assuming rape victims do, which
You didn't
I can't
report it.
I didn't report it. You know, that would have been kind of futile. Evidentiarily, which is an adverb I just made up. You know what I did is we go to sleep. I don't think I cuddled. And I woke up before and I tried to slip out. Tried meaning buckle fucking ratted me out. Okay, that belt buckle, fucking chatty Cathy. It is trying to like very quietly slip my jeans on and get my fucking buckle closed. It rattled and woke her up. And she's like, "Where are you going?" I was like, "Fuck!" Like I was trying to just get out of here. And I'm like, "Oh no, I gotta go." You know, the most that I didn't report or anything. You know, as I'm walking to the subway, I texted her to say, "Listen, I don't feel very good about what happened last night. I said no. You still did it. I don't want to do that again."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the most I did. I found
Did
out
she reply to that?
probably. I just don't remember.
Yeah.
But months later, I am passing Eastville Comedy Club, and I see a comedian I know, Dan Soder, in the window. So I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna pop in. I'll say hi to Dan real quick," because I was on my way to the bar upstairs. When I walk in, there is Sarah talking to the owner of the comedy club, because Sarah has a friend who did stand up apparently, and she points to me and goes, "Oh, him. He fucking said I raped him." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever. Hey, Dan, nice to see you. I'm going to go because you know what was waiting for me upstairs? Two 38-year-old married women who wanted some Billy Procida. So I was like, I'm going to leave this awkward situation and go upstairs. They don't call it the Man Whore Podcast for nothing.
That's so
she's kind of a
weird
psycho.
that she would show up. And
Well, no,
then
she
that is,
didn't
like,
know
her
I was there.
intention.
She was there because her like friend was performing at the club.
Okay, I thought
I
that-
just
oh
happened to
my
walk in
God.
when she happens to be there.
And that's what she says. Like,
Yep.
what a horrible.
Yeah, what a cunt.
What a
We can say cunt on the show. It's fine.
Like that. Like if it was me, I'd be like, yes, that's what I was thinking, but not
She
what
didn't
I
say,
would
"Oh,"
say it out loud.
She
to
didn't say
you.
that guy
I'd be
didn't
like,
want to
"Listen,
fuck
we
me.
need to have a conversation about this. I'm
Yeah.
gonna cry. And she's just like, hey, that guy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, like I said, I don't call it rape. It probably is. Probably is. But do I call it that? No. That's way worse than what you did. You were just you annoyed me into fucking you. That's
Yeah.
probably about it.
Yeah, I feel like.
So you don't have to like cry about it anymore. It's okay.
Thank you.
But thank you. But that's good that you have like a conscience like that. So that's
yeah,
nice.
yeah. Thanks for being cool about it.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, thanks.
Cool.
So that was when I first moved to New York.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was.
Is that
really,
is that what you do when you move to a new
crazy.
city? Is you almost rape guys?
Like no,
Like
no.
every new
I
city
was
you
like-
go?
so we met online, right?
Yeah, on the blender.
Yeah.
Oh, the short-lived blender.
So I used to do that for a little while there. I would hop around from site to site, whatever.
Okay.
Because I was really excited to live in New York and not live with family and just be able to have guys over whenever I wanted.
Yeah. He was like, yeah,
So,
I don't even
yeah.
have to be quiet when I fuck anymore. Yeah.
exactly.
Right.
I was excited.
I'm gonna get my moan on.
And then I had a couple of long relationships,
Okay.
and now it's been 3 months and I've been single, and I'm like, what's
3 months
life?
single, probably a new haircut, and
Yeah. Oh,
did
you
the
know
haircut
it.
come after the relationship ended?
It's been progressing for a really long time. I think when you knew
It's
me,
evolving
my hair,
on the issue.
Yeah, I
It
feel
was
like
the longer hair.
when
Yeah.
you knew me, my hair was almost to my elbows, and now it's like as short as yours is.
Uh-huh.
And why? No, don't go away.
I'm just getting a piece of.
So, but I told you I've been clowning,
Okay.
which is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know
You
how
told.
much I want to get into it.
Okay, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I do remember that's like the one distinct thing. Sorry, I've been a little stuffy. It's one thing I distinctly remember about you is that you clown.
I do.
Has that ever entered like your dating and sex life at all? Because if
No,
it hasn't, then I have no issue. I have no interest in the clowning unless
Okay.
like
Okay.
you like dated another clown but instead of dressing up like clowns, when you fuck, you dressed up like dragons. Like
Well,
I don't.
when we go out into public and we're out on the sidewalk, some men approach us in a very sexual way. Guys have given me their number before.
Shut up.
And,
in
like-
full clown makeup.
Yes.
You've picked up dudes.
Yes.
They're like, I want to honk that nose.
I throw the nose out. I throw their phone number out
Oh.
immediately. I don't go for that.
You've never hooked up with a dude from being a clown?
No.
Because I've never fucked someone from like an audience. Like as a comic, I'm supposed to.
Are you? I should go.
Every comic I know, every male comic I know, or not every, I shouldn't say hashtag all comics, but a lot of comics I know, they like will pick up women after the show, even if they're not that funny. A friend of mine, John, he's like, okay.
Okay.
He also may or may not listen to this, so it's okay. I've told him this to his face.
John's a common name.
Yeah. But no, he'll know. He'll know. The only person that like he knows when I refer to a comic who bangs chicks raw dog after shows and is only okay funny, he knows I'm talking about him. It's okay.
We're talking about you.
Yeah, John, you hear me. No, but like people, they'll pick up girls after they perform, like from the show. And I've never done that. I've hooked up in all the different ways from being a comedian, but never from like, I've never done, like I've hooked up with women because I'm a comic, just because I'm a funny guy, or because they saw me before the show and we hooked up, or I brought a girl to the show and then afterwards we hooked up. I've had a couple listeners of the podcast
Yeah.
who have slept with me.
Did they come back and go on the podcast yet?
Not yet. I'm not trying. I also don't want to encourage anyone to try to bang me so they can get on the show. But no, I did like I had a girl fly from Vancouver and like spend a weekend with me.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like, so I've hooked up from being myself as a comedian, but I've never gone to a show, performed, and then a stranger from the audience talked to me afterwards, and by the end of that conversation, we had sex. That's never happened.
No.
And a lot of comedians are shocked.
If
about
I
that.
did stand up, I would want to do that, I think.
Oh, like
I
you go
think
on the
that
road and bang some random dude in Tulsa?
I would want to find a guy that would, oh shit, my mom's calling.
Okay, do you want to take it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't
No?
want to take it right
It's up
now.
to you.
It's okay. I'll text her later in a little bit.
Okay.
You'll ramble on for a little later.
Okay.
So where were we? I'm so sorry.
It's all right. We're already like halfway there, so it's good.
No, but what was I saying?
You were saying if you were a stand-up
Oh,
comedian,
yes,
you would
yes.
totally bang dudes there, or
Yeah,
women
because
after shows, whoever.
I would bang human beings because they wanted to like my comedy, right?
Yeah.
I would not want to bang human beings because they liked me as a clown in a sexual way.
You're like, that makes
would
you weird.
Yeah, that freaks me out a lot. The people are into that. That scares the shit out of me. That's the only like downside of being a clown. Besides that, oh yeah.
To paraphrase that whole quote, I do not want to be the member of a club that would have a clown as a member. Have you never heard that quote?
No.
The one where it's like, I never want to be part of a club that would have someone like me as a member.
Oh,
Basically, the
okay.
whole like
right,
yeah,
right.
It's the start of Annie Hall.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
But like I just said,
Okay,
to be
now, but-
clowns.
yeah.
Yeah.
The whole clown thing threw me off. But
Okay. Okay. So single lady,
all the single ladies.
all the single non-rapist ladies.
I've actually been single longer than I realized.
Okay.
The person that I thought I was in a relationship with was actually just sleeping with other people too. So
I just realized I should probably not have the microphone
Bless
next to my
you.
face during that. That's probably gross.
it's okay.
Whoa, so this was like you thought he was your boyfriend, and then
But
the
he
re-
was
the
he
reveal
was really
came?
just yeah.
oh no, not that.
I mean, I
when did that end?
blame-
Did he?
Oh my
did you
God.
like change your Facebook status? And he was like, what's that about?
No, the Facebook status was never changed. I should have known. But I was stupid enough to actually look through his phone and look through his text. So in some part,
you
I blame
snooped.
myself.
You
I
snoop, you
snooped.
lose. You snoop, you lose.
Yep.
Even when it's a good thing, you're gonna spoil a
Yep.
surprise.
Yep. Pretty much.
Okay.
So I spoiled the surprise and I felt my world's come crumbling down. And then I was like, oh my God.
Wait. So why'd you think he was your boyfriend?
We were sleeping together for
Okay.
over a year.
Okay.
Raw.
Raw.
Yeah. So
We used a condom, right?
I was
think-
drunk. I understand that we did.
I'm
Because
pretty
you-
sure we did.
You have that memory of it happening, so
I
it
do not
must
think.
have.
Yeah, okay. I will. After you say you fucked a dude for a year raw who wasn't your boyfriend, I'm like, fuck. Did I use a condom? I gotta.
It was like every other day
Okay.
because he lived right near me.
Assume you're on the BC.
So it was like yeah.
Okay.
For a
Otherwise,
long
you guys really
time.
defied the odds.
It was like if we went more than like 5 days, we would be like, "What's going on?
Okay.
What's the deal?"
Okay, but you guys never had a talk saying, "Hey, we're not going to fuck other people. This is a thing."
I think that I avoided it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I totally avoided that.
Poly Superstar taught us
Oh,
a few
yeah.
weeks ago.
Oh,
Communication.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I set my expectations high, and that's why I say
Well, it's
like
fine
I
to set the
blamed myself, right?
It's fine to set the expectations high, but you gotta communicate that. So
Yeah.
that way you're on the same page. You guys were reading totally different books. He's reading Moby Dick. You're reading Harry Potter. Like, this isn't gonna work.
Right. Oh yeah. And in June, before I found out that he was cheating on me, I tried to end it, and then I didn't.
But you were like what, trying to end something that wasn't even a thing. You were just saying,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
was
even
just, like,
about
trying
ending
to,
a
like,
relationship.
Stop seeing him though.
Oh,
Like that's what had to happen.
was his dick fucking magical? Like,
yes.
Oh,
So I couldn't like see
Just shoot
him. I
fucking
couldn't like
fireworks?
be
What's-
around him. And plus, I wouldn't.
oh, hold on. See, that's why we wear the headphones. Hello. All of a sudden, you kind of cut out. Hello, hold on. Okay. Oh, we're on. Okay. Be slightly delicate,
Yes.
but otherwise you're fine.
Okay,
Like
yes.
don't like move it around a shit ton.
I will.
Oh, you don't have to hold it like it's like a you don't have to hold it like it's a pencil dick. You can just
It's
like
not like my
just like-
glass dildo. I don't have to
yeah,
hold
just,
it like it's the
I would
most
say just
gentle.
hold it just on the black. Don't like touch the cord.
That's why I was trying to do this. Anyways,
Okay, sorry. We're back. A little technical difficulty. You were
hello.
saying
I was saying that
his dick was magical.
right, but it got to the point where I wouldn't want to speak to him. Like it was just like, just shut your mouth.
Just
I
shut up and fuck me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
He got really obnoxious, and I just couldn't. It was really unhealthy of me to be doing that, to be having sex with this guy and not liking him, but at the same time feeling very jealous of him sleeping with other women.
Wait, why was it bad that you were fucking a guy that you weren't romantically involved in? 'Cause you can fuck people and not
And yeah,
dig them like that.
like it's not even that. It's not even romantically involved. It's just like you're sleeping with other people.
Sure. Well, he's not tied down to you. You guys don't have
Yeah.
an agreement saying not to fuck other people.
Exactly.
So why wouldn't he fuck other people?
And why wasn't I fucking other people?
I don't know. Maybe you
I
weren't.
don't
Maybe
know
you didn't want to.
either.
That's fine. You don't have to.
It was like I was
just because
in,
you
like,
can
some-
doesn't mean you have to. You chose not to. He chose to. Clearly. And
I mean, he's definitely not to blame, but
I mean, like you guys were
I
probably
was-
both to blame for never having like a conversation
I
about.
was like-
hey, what is this? What are we doing?
yeah, I had my own mindset
Right.
going on.
Would you tell people like, oh my god, my
There.
boyfriend this, my boyfriend that?
Yeah, my mom's calling again.
Okay. Do you want to take that?
Yeah, I probably should.
Okay.
Is
we
that
can,
all right?
Yeah, we can pause.
All right. Hi. I was just watching a show. Sorry, my phone is in the other room. What are you up to? Yeah. That sounds good. Is Uncle Bob still there?
Uncle Bob.
That's good. You got enough beer? You have no beer? What's he drinking? Hard stuff?
Party.
Really? Wow. Alright, that's good. Do you have any weed? That's good. Nothing. Just watching the show. Just, yeah, I'm stoned. I was feeling very frustrated on the commute home. So, what were you doing when I called? You guys were eating dinner? You were sleeping? Well, is that if I call you back later? Or tomorrow? No. Yeah. Alright, I love you. You too. Good night.
Night. Okay.
She knew I had company. She was like, "You have company?" I was like, "No." Watching a show. We don't talk about sex. We talk about everything else.
Right. Okay. We're good.
Okay?
Yeah. This is the faulty XLR, but it's the backup. So.
Yeah.
We were saying, okay, so you guys didn't have the talk. You guys are both at fault for fucking that long and not talking, whatever. But his dick was magic. Why was his dick so fucking good? What was so pleasant about this penis?
It wasn't just that. It was
Hold on.
everything. It was everything.
Yeah.
It was it was like from head to toe, just like his body and face. It's like just exactly what I wanted.
But the
to
mind
have
was
all the ways.
Mind wasn't.
No.
You wanted to like just hold your lips, like your hand to his lips, be like, no, sweetie. Just,
no. Right.
Just come to mama.
Right. So, and he would just like ramble on, and it got into like this very comfortable thing.
Okay.
And it lasted for like way longer than I expected it to. I was like, oh yeah, this will be fun for a while, but like he's so hot, he'll just like get bored of me. And then that didn't happen.
So you're just waiting for him to be like,
yeah, kind of.
I've been
or
there.
like waiting for me to be like, I'm done with this. And like neither. But it's obviously because he was fucking around, and I was imagining this like, oh well, this is still going, so this might keep going.
Well, it could keep going. You know, like you can fuck multiple partners for an extended period of time. If there's no agreement to not do that, then why would it stop unless you find out and realize that's not what you want to do?
Yeah, it was like as soon as I found out what he was doing, I just decided that wasn't what I wanted. Like as soon as I saw like the proof of it.
Did you see it as cheating?
That's
at
how,
the time. Now
like,
now
that's
you
how
clearly
it felt
right.
It was the worst like physical feeling ever.
Right. But now you seem to like understand.
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Now you're like,
I do understand.
I mean, it's good to have that talk.
Which is why it's like, he's always like, let's fuck, no drama. And I'm like, I can't. Like, I'll just go home and cry.
But it's the magic dick. You know, maybe maybe he kept fucking you because you have the magic pussy. We were both a little drunk. I can't entirely remember.
I definitely have a magic pussy.
As the league would say, is that vaginal hubris?
I am so sorry I haven't seen the league.
It's all right. Vaginal hubris. If you know what the word hubris is, then no, maybe. You're allowed
Edit
to
this
not.
part
It's
out
fine.
where I sound like
that's
an idiot.
definitely not coming out. That's staying right in there. Hubris is just like having, like it's almost believing that you're godly. That type of like egotism. It's all right.
But thank you for educating me on that.
Anytime, yeah.
Yeah.
So your pussy is magic, apparently. Okay.
Yes. It's funny that you say that, like that it's like godlike, because I'm doing this.
Are you about to call your pussy a goddess?
I am about to call my pussy a goddess. Have you ever heard of yoni gazing before?
I know what a yoni is. I'm sure one of my hippy dippy friends on Facebook, one of my like Burning Man friends, I'm sure one of them has posted something about that. I don't fucking know. What? Tell me. Was it called yoni what?
Yoni gazing.
Okay.
YONI gazing.
Yeah.
It is when men before having sex stare at the vagina. Yeah, for like hours, like more than an hour. I feel like
just stare at it, no touching, no talking,
no touching, no.
Let's forget about all the other parts of this. Who can stay quiet that long? I can't shut up for multiple hours.
Well, maybe there is talking. I don't know
Especially
much
with
about
a
it.
fucking
I don't know much
labia in my
about
face.
it, and I feel like in religious cultures, maybe there is talking. Maybe there's some sort of prayer. I don't know.
Okay,
but they do that. People
just
claim
try not to move it too much. Sorry.
People claim to see Mother Mary in the vagina or things like that.
One time I saw Jesus in my pubes.
Were you gazing?
I was gazing.
Were you pube gazing?
Yep, I think it's a miracle, and I think the Pope needs to come on down and take a look at it.
Yeah. Wow. Did you get crafty with the razor, like,
Nope.
or it just was naturally?
It was just a vision I had. It's like that time I saw the Easter Bunny in my grilled cheese. Okay, it's a miracle, and the guy upstairs wants it to be that way, or it's all fucking not real. I don't know, guys.
Yeah. Well, yoni gazing is definitely a real thing.
Okay.
It's tantra sex.
Tantra. Oh no, we had my friend Kat.
It's-
She
right.
teaches tantra.
Yes, so that's part of it.
She taught me that's tantra with a rolled R.
Well, I haven't learned too much about it, but I know that it's a real thing. So I'm in the vagina monologues in my neighborhood,
Okay.
and my monologue is about how this guy is like staring at my vagina for over an hour, and that's how I become to love my vagina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are the vagina monologues, is that scripted or?
It is.
But like, do you?
It is. It's by Eve Ensler.
Okay, so
And
like this is not you talking about your own personal
No.
yoni gazing experience.
No, I've
Okay.
never had a yoni gazing
Okay.
experience. But now that I've learned about it, I'm like, ooh. Now that I know about this yoni gazing, I would really like to partake in something like that. I feel
Okay.
like I could do that. I feel like that would be a nice thing for a woman to just have her vagina stared at. And I think
I could
that I
stare
would
at one.
also like do that too to another woman. I feel like that would be a really interesting experience.
Yeah.
Just stare at a vagina for like over an hour
And not lick it.
and not lick it,
Right.
or like anything. Just smell it and just stare at it. Weird.
Well, you've been in front of a vagina before. You like the ladies.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes, I do.
Do you date women or do you only fuck them?
I'm kind of new in the game,
Oh,
so I've
okay.
only fucked them.
Okay.
Yeah, but I also haven't dated that many men,
Okay.
so my numbers aren't that far off. Yeah.
All right.
Can you hear my neighbors?
Yeah, but it's whatever.
Yeah, I actually met this one girl on Tinder. Oh my god.
The good old Tinder.
The good old Tinder.
Yeah.
She lives a block and a half away from me. And we met up in like late November, early December, I forget when it was. And it was great. It was so hot. And like we came back to my place. We had a great date. Like a really awesome, perfect date. And we came back to my place and she was like, I'm on my period, but I want to like get you off. And I'm like,
Go her. Isn't she
hallelujah.
awesome?
Yeah. It was like awesome. And I was like, and then when she was like leaving, I was like, I cannot wait to like see you again and like return the favor and like all of that, you know? And like we were texting for a while. And then the holidays came and I was away in Connecticut
Yeah.
and we didn't like, I was texting her and she kind of stopped replying.
Uh-oh.
I was at the grocery store today and I saw her.
And
Yeah.
did you call her out?
I ran away.
You just do not like confrontation or communication unless it shows up to your door with microphones.
Yeah. So if you're listening, can you just show up to my house with a microphone and apologize for not returning my text?
Oh, you want her to apologize? Yeah.
Oh, I'm sad. I'm sad that she didn't get back to me or like stay in touch with me.
Like, would you just come on over and sit on my face, please?
Like, is that
Hey,
so
listen.
hard to ask? Like, she
Dude,
kept on
you have
saying
no
how,
idea.
like,
You-
cute and awesome I was.
Right. And you're just like, I just want to lick your pussy.
Yes, I just want to
I had-
gaze at your yoni.
At
Oh
your
my
yoni.
God.
I had such a hard time. I had like a weird thing for like, I don't know, maybe 10 days or a week. I had this like craving. I just wanted to eat pussy. I don't know. Just wanted to. And all the people I'm currently hooking up with or seeing, plus the internet, you have no idea how difficult it was.
Why?
To find, like, I'm just offering and by the way, I'm already offering it to women who know how well I eat pussy, and they're all just either on their period, busy, questionable about hooking up with me again at all. I was like, why is it so hard to lick a vagina right now?
That's horrible.
I was just like, that's all I wanted to do, and could not seem to do it for that week. It was, I was like, this is madness.
It's been a really long time since I got to lick a vagina, and I'm really sad about it.
Oh.
It's like a tension that builds up. So I know
Go
what
to
you
Cubbyhole
mean.
one night. I'm sure you will get to lick a vagina.
Cubbyhole?
Cubbyhole is like my second favorite bar in New York.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You could just show up. My 17-year-old cousin showed up and like hooked up. She didn't like finger blast somebody. She like made out with a woman very heavily. So my cousin, we go. She's bisexual. We've known this since like she's like 14. She didn't like tell people for a really long time, but I always knew. So it was like the secret I had to keep. I always told her, listen, the day you get a fake ID, I'll take you to Cubbyhole. We'll go.
Right.
Cubbyhole being a lesbian bar in the West Village on West 12th and West 4th. Love it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And we finally go. She's like 17. She has her fake ID. She might be 18. I forget. Anyways.
Yeah, go to Cubbyhole.
Well, no,
that's
I told her, I was like,
horrible.
we're gonna go and like do $2 margaritas one time, and we go and fucking some woman starts talking to her. You know, she's a pretty girl, and she lies. She says she's 21 or 22, and they're talking. Eventually, they hook up. Like, and she's my cousin's drunk, and they're both a little tipsy. But they start making out, and I forgot if I blew it or if she blew it. But one of us, eventually, this woman who's a 29-year-old doctoral student,
Oh wow.
realizes that this girl is like 18 or 17, and goes like, "Oh, well, you're super cute, but like I have to go." Realize she almost committed a felony. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was
holy shit.
that was fun. It was a fun night. I have a picture of her on my phone, just like my cousin afterwards, just like on the ground outside, just like waving, like "shut up" at me. And then that girl, the
Oh,
woman, is
no.
like texting me to make sure she gets home safe. It was a funny night.
Yeah, you're kind of a horrible cousin to like
What are you talking
let
about? I
her
took her-
get drunk and hook up with somebody who's 12 years older than her.
Whatever. I wanted her to have a good time.
That is a good time. Does
Yeah.
she remember it? It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a good time. Okay, good.
I mean, I'm not allowed to bring it up because like she was technically cheating on her boyfriend by doing so, but like
What?
whatever. It was some making out at the bar. She's 18. Relationships don't matter when you're 18 anyway. Like
Yeah.
you know. But she had a good time, and we
That's
both got
good.
really drunk.
All right, Cubbyhole it is.
Yeah, if
Bring
you
all
go-
my
it's-
little
it's-
17-year-old friends.
It is easy to hook up there. Yeah, if you're a woman. Me,
Thank
not
you.
easy because
Yeah, no.
way less. There's like not
Yeah.
straight women there, but that's why I like going. I like going to gay bars.
To see the women.
No, I like going to gay bars, gay bars or lesbian bars, whatever, because there's no pressure on me to like hook up because I'm not expected to hook up. I'm a straight guy at a gay bar. I'm not supposed to hook up with anyone there unless I'm deciding to experiment all of a sudden, right?
Right.
And it's such a relief that I can just go out and have a good time. You know, because like normally if I
Yeah.
go with friends, you're at a bar, like they're kind of like, "Oh, you should talk to that girl, you should talk to that girl. That's really cute." Like other people are also trying to hook up. But me, if I go to like Cubby, if I go to Stonewall, if I go to some sort of gay place with my friends, I can just hang with my friends. I don't have to be cruising. I don't have to be looking around. I can just like hang out. It's
Yeah,
such
but-
a relief.
But nobody likes that pack of straight guys or that one gay straight
Well,
guy. at the gay bar.
all my friends are like chicks and gay guys.
Yeah,
no,
but like
I've nev-
everybody else.
No one's looked that bad at me. I went to
Yeah?
Cubby by myself like 3 weeks ago. I got into like a fight and I was not in a good mood. I was around the corner at a bar with some people and they made me feel very uncomfortable. I was feeling very judged. So I walked around the corner. I happened to pass Cubby. I was like, you know what? If there's one place I don't think I'm going to feel judged, it's Cubby. So I walked
Yeah.
in, I grabbed a drink, I just hung out, looked around, observed, took in the vibe, the energy of that place. And then people started talking to me. You know, there's this one gay guy, Anderson, who, you know, he took my info. He's like, "I really want to come to one of your comedy shows. That's great." I was like, "Sweet." I talked to this one lesbian who's like, 3 of her exes were at the bar, and we all thought it was hilarious. And
Yes.
she was trying to hook up with one of them again. Ooh, and by the end of it, we're all doing big hugs when I finally had to go home.
Oh,
Because
nice.
listen, like people like gay people, LGBT people at gay bars don't hate a straight guy who's at the bar. They hate a person who's not respecting that space. You know, or who's
Right.
taking it as their, like, gay guys hate a pack of straight chicks who come into the gay club and not that they're there, but they're there and trying to take over the place and be like, "This is all about me." It's like, no, that bar, that's their space.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna enter it, respect the space. I don't enter Cubbyhole and try to flip a lesbian or try to find out if there are any bisexual chicks in the crowd and try
Yeah,
to hit on them.
that's true.
I just go and have a good, like, I'll talk to girls there, but I'm
Right.
just talking to them. I'm not trying to hit on them.
Right.
And they can tell that.
Yeah.
And that's why no one has like given me the stink eye. Like, why is that straighty? Why is that breeder here? I don't know what the other derogatory terms.
that's a good way of putting it.
Breeder?
Breeder.
Yeah, that's a fun one I've heard.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah. I don't care. I love being a breeder sometimes.
So yeah, it's they're fun places to be. I feel like there's less judgment there because, you know, Again, unless you're there being an asshole, you're welcome, you know?
Right.
I mean, at least that's been my experience. I can't speak to every gay bar and every gay person, every straight person's experience, but like my experience has been I conduct myself in a respectful manner. I'm having a good time. I'm being friendly and not aggressive. I'm having fun.
Yeah.
And Cubby's a great place to do that because they do $2 Margarita Tuesdays. And where else are you going to get that deal?
It's Tuesday. What are we doing?
We're recording a podcast.
What? I should be getting some pussy to eat.
You could do that. Yeah, we could end in like a minute and you can go pick up some hot tail.
One of my coworkers came over to me today and was talking to me. She's like one of my friends at work. She's straight.
Okay.
She's married. And she's like, oh, I'm thirsty. And instead of offering her the cup of water that I had, I just sat there and opened my legs.
Classy.
Yeah, she was embarrassed.
Ha.
I know you do. Yeah, are we good?
There.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better?
A little bit.
I thought I wasn't supposed to touch it here.
I don't know. It's just like, again, it's like wiggling, but
It's wiggling.
You're good now.
I should touch it, though.
just touch it. Just touch it. Emily, this has been good. I think this has been cathartic.
Yeah, this has been interesting. This is not
There's
what
been
I
tears.
expected it to be. Yeah.
There's been giggles. There's been clowns. There's been a phone call from mom.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I feel tired. I
Feel
feel
tired?
like exhausted.
You feel emotionally drained.
Yeah,
that's
kind
what
of.
we're trying to do here.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
On the thing we talked about before, was that something you only thought about when someone you were seeing said that had happened to him? Was that a memory that came back, or did that only come back when I reached out to you?
It came back first when the person I was seeing told me that happened to them. And then it came back when I saw you, like, however long ago. That was an hour ago.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think even before that memory came back that first time, it was something that I was thinking about, something that I felt shitty about with myself already.
Okay. It's good.
Better now.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
so long as you're aware. Yeah. Because there's definitely a stigma that like men can't be raped. We just want sex all the time. And it's so not true.
No.
And, the studies are starting to come out. The media starts to cover it every once in a while, the male victims of rape, and not just, male on male rape, but, the victims of female on male rape. It occurs. Do we need a walk? No, we don't maybe need like a male victim walk. No, I would like it if we'd stop focusing on just like male versus female victims of sexual assault and transgender victims of sexual assault. Plenty of those. But if we just had like victims of sexual assault, victims of rape, like why does it matter what gender the person was? They got raped. It's a problem.
Yeah.
Thank
you for saying that.
I'm probably going to rant about it in the intro, but like I just got out of Into the Woods. I just watched, and like what a rapey movie. It was just and it's just so prevalent in what's going on, and it's good for people to recognize that really anyone can be a victim.
Right.
And
that's why it's important for like men like yourself to speak up about when it happens, because then, then that's like another number that adds to the other number of men that have had a similar experience, because most of them aren't going to speak up about it.
Yeah. I wrote an article for Exo Jane back in the summer about male eating disorders, about my like issues with disordered eating in high school. And part of, in my research and looking things up for writing that piece was that a large percentage of men don't even report having an eating disorder or struggles with that because it's embarrassing, because it's seen as like a women's disease.
Right.
Because there's so much, anytime you're not being He-Man, Macho Man, there's like negative stigma attached to it. And some of us are cuddly and nice and don't like doing keg stands,
Right. Right.
So long as people recognize that, I think we can
as long as
be
you
moving
speak out,
forward.
then-
Yeah. Also, if like frat guys would stop raping chicks at their parties, that would be helpful. But it's one thing at a time. We're working on it.
Yeah. How much can you expect from?
Well, I can expect people just not rape people, but we gotta teach them that first. So, and one of those things is teaching them that a man is not necessarily a dude who bangs mad bitches, makes a lot of money, and can punch someone harder. Hopefully we can teach them that's only one type of man, and there are all sorts of types. So, yeah.
Great.
We're feeling good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for doing the show, Emily. This was this was really good.
Yeah, this is cool.
Awesome. Say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye to the people.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, wow. Just a fucking great episode. I love it when I'm just surprised, when I have no idea how good the episode's going to be, and then it ends up being awesome. I like it when those low expectations are far exceeded. It's pretty awesome. If you enjoy, I hope you are all subscribed to the Man Whore Podcast over on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, wherever you like to listen to your podcasts. If you have an opportunity, leave a comment, leave a review, leave a rating, whatever your app offers. Because what it does is it raises us up the ranks and lets other people find the show on their own much easier. Or you can just go ahead and share the show with some friends. That's always a great idea. Thanks to everyone who's been mailing me stuff, whether they're cookies or letters or postcards or whatever. That's not the norm. I'm happy to just get an email. You can email me your comments, your questions, booby pictures, whatever, over at manwhorepod@gmail.com. And if you want to do so more publicly, I'm on Twitter at @TheBillyProcida, and try to use the hashtag ManWhorePodcast. Let me know what you think about the show. And again, please, if you have an extra 30 seconds, go to shortyawards.com/TheBillyProcida. PROCIDA. Nominate me for a Shorty Award. Don't use hashtag ManWhorePodcast, because that will nominate me for a different made-up category that doesn't exist. Just type in a couple words why you like the program. And as usual, guys, tune in next week on Wednesday or any day that you prefer, because the internet gives you agency, and that's awesome. Because next week's episode is with a special guest, Big Dipper. He's a gay rapper who's fucking awesome and spits hot fire. I'm very excited to share that episode with you guys. So until next week, chill out, stay safe, and don't forget, stay slutty.